I have a migrant background and I have lots of story to tell.
So I wasn't recognized by Thailand, or I wasn't recognized by my parents' country. So I pretty much spent the first 20 years of my life in refugee camp before coming to Australia.
Is it my home or the country I born in?
Have here or takeaway? I was like, what? Have you takeaway? What's takeaway?
Every challenge we learn something, we go forward.
I had to choose between life and death, and this problem is not a big issue at all. I'm not gonna die.
Welcome to my podcast, My Migrant Soul. This is Imran Abul Kashem, a serial entrepreneur, investor, former journalist, and personal branding expert. I have a migrant background and I have lots of story to tell. And I feel like all the migrants, they have a great story. So in Australia is a land of migrant, and they have a lot of story to tell. For this podcast, I will find some people who are successful, who have a strong migrant background, and who have lots of story to tell. Today, I have a very special friend of mine. She comes from migrant background, and she is a community worker, and she does lots of things. And we also work together. Her name is May. May, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Imran. Thank you for having me. My name is May. People call me May Joy or May. And I am from Karen community here in Melbourne West.
So, can you tell me your full name? Because there is some, I have to change my name.
Yes.
For like my cultural or traditional name to come to here.
Yes.
I have to refine, but what is your full name?
Yes. Karen people, we never had surnames before coming to Australia. So when I applied to come to Australia as refugee, they asked for our surname. So we pretty much took our dad's name to be our surname. So my name is now May Joy Tok. So that's my dad's name is Tok. Yeah. So after I got married, my name changed to May Joy Naw Nyo. Okay. So it's getting longer and longer each time.
But what was your childhood name? Like what?
My childhood name, my family, they call me Chumai. But the nurse who gave birth to me, was a nurse from Second World War. So she speaks English, so she named me in English after my birth month, May Joy. So that was my name. So
tell me about your childhood.
Yes, I was born in Thailand, stateless, because my parents were refugees from Myanmar. And so they fled to Thailand before I was born. So I was born in the jungle somewhere in Thailand, stateless. So I wasn't recognized by Thailand, or I wasn't recognized by my parents' country, Myanmar, formerly known as Burma. Yeah. Yes. So we then got moved to the refugee camp in Thailand. So I pretty much spent the first 20 years of my life in refugee camp before coming to Australia.
And how was your family? Like, tell me about your family. Like, you have siblings, or your father and mother?
Yes. My parents, and we had 6 siblings altogether. 2 didn't make it because of poverty and lack of healthcare. My mom lost 2 babies. But, we always remember them as part of our family. But 6 of us made it into this world. So a big family, lots of sharing. So I learned to, to think about other people because when you were little, you had limited supply and you had to share between your siblings. So it just came to us naturally.
And also, like when you come here, you come here as a dream, and then
Yes.
you faces lots of challenges as well. Like for me, one of the challenges was language barrier or
Yes.
cultural
Us
barriers.
too.
So,
Yes.
what was the challenges you face?
I had to learn everything because being in the refugee camp, you only know what life was like in the refugee camp, and you're not exposed to any concept here in the Western world. Even lining up to the queue, I had to learn those etiquette. And also people ask me simple questions in English I didn't understand. For example, have you or takeaway? I was like, what? Have you takeaway? What's takeaway?
You have a language barrier, you have a cultural difference,
Mm-hmm.
you have a like the a professional difference.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like you don't know what is this professional looks like or how what to talk this, and
Yes.
also like the confidence, and
Yes.
also you surrounding with lots of migrant.
Yes. Yeah.
So how you overcome this
Yes.
thing?
For me, with volunteering. I volunteered with Melbourne City Mission at the time. I was part of a youth group called Western English. Wiping Western Young People's Independent Network.
Okay.
Man, all these jargons. Yeah, so that exposed me to how working in an organization's like, and also helped me to practice my English as well. Because if I stick to my community, which is, our comfort zone, being around our people, the people who speak the same language, but that wouldn't help me. So volunteer was my way of overcoming and just put myself out there.
If you don't have that intention to do it or enthusiasm to learn new things,
Yes.
you otherwise you are stuck with the same
Yes.
thing. But if you want to grow,
Yes.
you have to put yourself outside of the comfort zone.
All the time, right?
I think I saw you always do that, and
Yes.
also I think how your journey was, you
Yes.
put yourself out of your comfort zone
Yes.
to learn.
Yes. Yes. To learn. And I've learned so many things. One of the things I learned, I started learning about 12 years ago, I would say, or maybe more than that, 15 years ago, something about money. For us refugee, money is just a survivor. But here, I began to learn more and more about money. It's more than a survivor, it's our livelihood, and it provides us with freedom. It's time with family. So I had to learn lots of things, and one of the interesting topic was money. So I can share this knowledge with my community as well. So we're now in a new country. We're starting to earn money. What do we do with our money? Are we just going to go and buy stuff from the shops? Because money is something that we need to buy things, not what we need, but things. So yeah, that's one of the topic that I had to learn as well, because we didn't have money in refugee camp, but now we're exposed to money, and what do we do with it?
But tell me, your refugee or migrant background, did it helps you?
Mm-hmm.
I know that every challenge we learn something, we go forward.
Mm-hmm.
But your refugee or migrant background help you for your professional life or personal life?
It does help me for my personal life as well as my professional life, because I came with nothing. So everything that I got, every opportunity that I got, I don't throw a tantrum and say, this could be better. I never said that, because I appreciate every little things. So it make me a happy person, because I knew even though I'm struggling, I might be struggling now, but they are not the big matter. I might be stressed out at work, but they are not life and death. I came from a place where I had to choose between life and death. And this problem is not a big issue at all. I'm not going to die. So it gave me that perspective, that appreciation of life. So you probably won't see me complaining so much
No, no, no,
because of what I had
yeah,
been through.
yeah.
So it helped me to put a different perspective when I am at work and I'm going through challenges. I'm like, oh yeah, I might be short on budget in a certain thing, but hey, we'll make do. We didn't have anything, but we built houses to protect us from the sun and the rain. We will work it out.
You have come to a life, your journey in this point.
Mm-hmm.
What is your advice for people who are recently coming,
Mm-hmm.
or what is your advice for the migrant?
Yes, don't compare your situation with someone who has been here a long time. Just go forward. Just keep learning everything. Even if you might be struggling to start off with, don't worry. Just keep trying, keep learning everything, taking every opportunity.
But one other thing I feel sometimes from my side, like when I migrate or I come here, I have a life in here. I'm become Australian,
Yes.
and also like Australia is we take it as a home, but like sometimes say, is it my home or the country I born in?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back to that country you're born in, they say you are Australian. You are not in here.
Correct.
So we are like a floating, especially the first gen, like the migrant who come. We are floating.
Yes.
What is your define as a home?
Yes. A home is a place that accepts me and gave me that citizenship certificate, because I never had one before. I never had a national identity card. So on the day when I was presented with the Australian citizenship certificate, I was like, yes, I have a home. This certificate, this yellow certificate, meant so much to me. And being able to buy a house and being able to apply for a passport. So my passport and my citizenship certificate and the home I bought is like home.
In your life, is it in your migrant or refugee, what is your best, if you say a moment, your best moment, what would be your best moment apart from the citizenship?
Yeah. During COVID time, it wasn't my best moment, but it's coming. During COVID time, I purchased so many houses. Like I would say at least 5 houses during COVID, all cheap houses around the country. So after COVID, everything went up through the roof. So I sold one by one. And I sold the third one left last year. And so this year I am going to do barista fire.
If I say the most difficult day.
The most difficult day
in your Australian life, what?
Yes, probably there are many difficult days. I guess there was one incident that I guess stayed with me, even though I said, oh, no, it's not going to bother me. One day I was walking along the street, taking a walk, and then I had some, kids, naive, rowdy kids. They threw a can at me, and then they yelled out, "Go back to your country." So I was like, well, I don't care. I kept walking. But those things, I guess, sometimes reminded you where you came from. And it stayed with me, even though it was one, tiny incident. But it came back to me and reminded me, I came from somewhere. But where do I go back to?
Now everyone has that moment, but thank you so much for sharing all these things. Something like even you sharing is feel like not comfortable, or even sharing some of the thing that you have that courage to share. I
Yeah.
think that also inspire other.
Yes.
And sometimes like we can talk one to one, but when we come to online, it
Yeah.
go to one to many.
Yes.
And definitely, like when I sometimes, you probably see my Facebook, I share lots of things. People come say, Imran, your story inspire me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the thing. I feel like whatever hard
Yes.
work I do, whatever
Yeah.
I share, I come out of the comfort zone and share
Mm-hmm.
the thing
Yeah.
what I learned from my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lots of thing
Mm-hmm.
people can take from your story, and
Yeah.
and thank you for sharing lots of things even I don't know. So that's definitely.
Yours too. I really inspired by you, Imran. You know, the first time I met you, probably 10 years ago now. Yeah, and how you put your passion in photography and you share that with everyone through your photography. And I follow you from that day on when we first introduced ourselves. Yeah.
That's great to hear that. And my last question for you:
Yes.
where I want to see May after 10 years? What is the 10 years looks like?
Mm-hmm. 10 years, I aim to spend more time with my family and also maybe own a small resort somewhere.
Yeah.
And maybe have, you know, a beautiful orange orchard somewhere and spend lots of time with my families and also maybe come to your events more often. I would love to connect with you more in the future. Yes.
Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing me. We have learned lots of things, dear viewers. You learn lots of things from May. But last thing is, May, if anyone want to connect to you, how can they connect you?
Yes, I do have a Facebook page called Simple Life Australia. And you can find me there in Karen, as I put in bracket in Karen. So, you know, because a lot of things I talk about there in Karen language, but you can still find my contact details there. Yes.
Thank you so much, and thank you for listening. Next episode, there will be another migrant will come, and they will share their story. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.